we should understand all the part of that proof. Let this is E is your rectangular region, and your function from E to R be integrable, and suppose what, integration from C to D f of x dy exists for each x belong to AB. Okay, then the integral E to B and C to D f of xy dy dx exists, and integration E to B C to D f of x comma y dy dx, that is equal to that integration over E f of xy dA. Okay, so this is the statement which we want to prove. So first let us understand what the statement says. Statement says that if your function is integrable over this rectangular region, correct, let me just draw it something like this. Suppose this is your rectangular region, this part, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So on x-axis it is between E to B, and y-axis it is between C to D. So do you see that this is your E, this region is E, correct, and your function is somewhere here, function in this only, in it function is C, z equal to, function is actually z equal to f of xy, correct, so that will be somewhere here. So just let me just keep it like this, फंक्शन तुम्हारा इधर कहीं पे कुछ भी रहेगा, but what we want to find just this part. Can you see that this is a roof, this is forming a roof, and we are finding area under the roof. This is your roof, do you understand? This is whole your function, and that is your roof, and we are finding area under that roof, that is volume, this part. This is your roof and this is your base, correct. What we used to do, we used to partition it into n part with x and y axis, we will get around line. We just need to find the area of each line, that is actually we can say area of each cuboid, and adding all them we will get our original area. Okay, so let us now prove that here we need to prove this double integration exists, and this integration exists, and this is equal to this only. That is what we will be doing it. So whenever you see a function which is defined over AB cross CD, then you can find it, just you need to see uh, dx, for the limit of dx we are having A to B, and for the limit of dy we are having C to D, correct. I think I have done some problems in the starting only like this, where the function used to be given that find the double integration over this region, over equal to 1 to t 1 to 2 into 2 to 3 like that, then you just need to directly solve it like that. Okay, is it clear? And one more thing I wanted to say, if somebody is interested in giving something seminar or something, then we can arrange it. If you have some topic or you want to do but you don't have any topic, then we can discuss and you can make a PPT or anything whatever you want, and we can have a seminar with FY and SY student. So mostly you will be given at least 2 weeks before that, so that you can prepare and you can give a seminar whatever topic you feel you are comfortable with and you want to teach that topic. If somebody is interested, then you can tell me later on. Okay. See, actually, these all things are done in my BSc year, so that's what I wanted to do the same thing with you guys. In my BSc, there was many seminars and everything, so I just want you to also have something like that. At least start from there only. So for this seminar and everything, you will get motivation, and you will be quite deep in mathematics. Okay, shall we start now? Yes, did you understand the statement of theorem? This is your E, and here it is saying suppose integration c to d f of x dy exist. So this is what we are given. That is what the meaning of improper integral. Sorry, what is that name is called? With iterated. Yes, iterated. The word is iterated. What do you mean by iterated integral? This inner integral if exists, then I can find the upper integral. Yes, that is what iterated integral says. So that is what he is saying. C to d f of x dx exists. What do you mean by c to d f of x dx? Sorry, xy, f of xy. Function is with xy. What do you mean by this? Can you see that? So your function is this, but here what I am doing with respect to dy only. So what are we going to get with this? It will be just a curve. Do you see that? F of xy in C to D. C to D, where is C to D? Can you see that? This is from C, this is to D, correct? And here the function, it will be just a curve here, correct? And that is your C to D. What do you mean by this integration? I want to say. See, single integration always gives you what? Area, correct? Which area? Here it will be which area? Yes, it will be, if I consider, it will be just a wall. See, this is your function, this is in C to D. Single integration में कैसे करते थे हम लोग? यही करते थे ना. This is area under the curve, correct? This is what this function, this C to D says was, correct? और यही wall को अगर मैंने with respect to x axis पे बढ़ाया तो we will get our volume. If I extend to x and y, that is a to b पे अगर मैंने extend किया, can you see that I am adding all the walls, first wall, second wall, हर एक wall को add करूँगा तो like bread. So actual in total I will get a volume of the whole bread. So each guy is actually a single integration, that is area under the curve. So this plate is actually very thin plate. This bread अगर बोला मैंने तो that is quite thin. Okay, so now let us start now our proof. So do you understand अपने को proof क्या करना रहेगा? We will use Riemann criteria of integrability. Okay, so let us define our thing जो भी ज़रूरत है अपने को. The first is question is 7. F is integrable. So what do you mean by that? Yes, can somebody tell me what is the definition of integrable function? What do you mean by integrability? By Riemann criteria of integrability. Yes, what is the Riemann criteria? For all epsilon positive. अरे कोई बोलो भाई, हो कि नहीं तुम लोग? For epsilon positive, there exists a partition P of E such that UPF minus LPF is less than epsilon. कोई भी प्रूफ में ये तो इम्पोर्टेंट ही है. Yes, हेलो, वेयर पी क्या है? पी इक्वल टू पी वन क्रॉस पी टू, एंड इसमें से पी वन क्या है? ए इक्वल टू एक्स नॉट एक्स वन अप टू एक्स एन, दैट इज इक्वल टू बी, एन वन बोलता हूँ इसको, एंड यर पी टू विल बी सी, दैट इज वाई नॉट। ये सब हम लोगों ने पहले ही किया। मोस्टली लिखते कैसे हैं दैट पार्टीशन, वाई एन टू इक्वल टू डी। इज इट क्लियर? या एंड नेक्स्ट वी डिफाइन आर आई जी। आर आई जी क्या होता है? दैट इज रेक्टेंगल, स्मॉलर रेक्टेंगल, सब रेक्टेंगल बोलते हैं इसको। आई माइनस वन टू एक्स आई क्रॉस वाई जी माइनस वन टू वाई जी, where I is running from 1 to n1 and j is running from 1 to n2. Is it clear? Later on अभी भी, हाँ, स्मॉल एम आई कैपिटल एम आई सब डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा अपने को. व्हाट इज दैट स्मॉल एम आई जे? सी दीज आर मैंडेटरी थिंग, ये सब तुम्हें बोलना ही पड़ेगा. व्हाट इज स्मॉल एम आई जे? यस, correct. GLB of function f of xy in which interval x comma y belong to Ri. Yes, Rij. What is capital Mij? That is LUB of function in which interval? Same, xy belong to Rij. What is next? Small m and capital M. What is small m and what is capital M? Yes, anyone? It is GLB of function where x comma y belong to E, and here it is capital M is LUB of function when x comma y belong to E. So अभी तक कोई प्रॉब्लम है क्या किसी को? Is everything okay till now? सी बेसिक मैंने अभी तक कुछ नहीं किया, जस्ट function is integrable, it was given, so I just use the definition, everything I wrote it correct. So let us go to the next part now. uh, Let me tell you the logic. What do we want to do? We want to prove that the integral, do you see that the integral this exists, this integral exists, a to b c to d f of x dx exists, correct? So for that we are going to use this guy, that is integration c to d f of x dy exist, correct? Because what do we know? We know this integral exists, but we don't know about this, and both are actually same. Later on we are going to see that. So this is what we wrote the definition, that is the definition of this guy. We don't know anything about this now, so we are going to go from here to here by using this guy. Okay, so these are the definitions. So let me start with that. Let us take any point. Let x belong to, in Rij I am taking any point x I minus 1, x I minus 1 to xi b फिक्स पॉइंट. सपोज x को मैं फिक्स करता हूँ, b फिक्स्ड पॉइंट. फिक्स्ड क्यों कर रहा हूँ अभी समझेगा तुम लोग को. सो इसको मैंने एक फिक्स कर दिया, एंड y कोई कोई भी ले लो, एंड y बिलोंग टू वाई जी माइनस वन कॉमा वाई जी, एन arbitrary point such that an arbitrary point, and what will be the relation with the function with this guy. So अगर मैंने f of x y लिया ये इंटरवल में, so वो हमेशा लेस देन रहेगा small mij से, and sorry, it will be less than capital mij and small mi, like that. And this is always less than capital M, and this is always less than small m. Is it okay? Correct. Observe that इसमें अपना x जो है fixed है, y can be anything, y is varying, x is your fixed number. Because I want to have relation with which one, do you see that? I want to have relation with this guy. So in this the integration is with respect to dy. Here x doesn't play any role, x is constant here, so that's why I am fixing an x. Y will, here y is your variable, do you see that? I want to have relation with this guy, so I just started with let x be any fixed point, x को मैंने fix किया, and y will be any arbitrary point. So ये जो x comma y रहेगा that will belong to rij. Is it clear? Because it is between xi minus 1 to xi cross yj minus 1 to yj. That means this is your function which is lying between small mij and capital mij, and that is less than m or capital M. इतना ठीक है? Yes. What next? If you want to have relation with integration c to d, exist मतलब क्या होता है? What do you mean by this integration? इसके लिए भी एक पार्टीशन रहेगा, that is, वो पार्टीशन तो अपने पास पहले से ही है. p1, I think p1 will work for this dy ना. No, that will be p2. Okay, we will see it later on. Okay. Now can I multiply in the all the term by yj minus 1? If I multiply it, then what will I get? Let us see. That is small m into yj minus 1, that is less than equal to mij into yj minus 1, that is less than equal to your function f of x y जो भी था, जो हम लोग ने x फिक्स किया है, y is varying here, into yj minus 1, that is less than equal to capital mij yj minus 1, and that is less than equal to capital M yj minus 1. ओके, आर यू देयर विथ मी? सी अगर कहीं पे भी लिंक टूटा तो सब गायब हो जाएगा, इसलिए ट्राई टू बी विथ मी. ओके, इज इट क्लियर? अभी तक कुछ भी एक्स्ट्रा नहीं किया. वी रोट द डेफिनेशन, वी फिक्स द पॉइंट जिसमें x को मैंने फिक्स किया, एंड y कैन बी एनीथिंग आर्बिट्री. सो नेक्स्ट व्हाट, we wrote this relation and we just multiplied by this one. Correct? Now your y is varying here, so can I take summation over y? That means y is arbitrary. This is true for all y in that interval. Correct? So what I want to do, I want to add all these things. So I will get summation j equal to 1 to n2. Yes, and that is m into yj minus 1, because here everywhere it is yj only over j, and that is less than equal to summation j equal to 1 to n2 mij yj minus 1. Next, what is that? That is less than summation f of xy, sorry, that is summation, no? I wrote summation already. So that is j equal to 1 to n2 f of xy yj minus 1, and that is less than equal to um, summation capital mij yj minus 1, and that is less than equal to m into summation here yj minus 1. Is it okay? J equal to 1 to n2, here also j equal to 1 to n2. ओके। यस, अभी तक कुछ डाउट? ओके। What next? Abhi, let us use our thing. What we are given with? We are given with integration c to d f of xy dy exist. What do you mean by that? This integration exists. What do you mean by that? Can I say that means m into d minus c, that is less than, I think we have proved this theorem, that is less than summation of j equal to 1 to t mij yj minus 1, that is less than, see the same term actually, see, can you see that this term, ये term क्या रहेगा? Your m is constant, I take it outside, this will be something like oscillatory series. Oscillatory में क्या होता है? Everything cuts, we will get first and last, we will get m into d minus c. Here also capital M is a constant, this will be oscillatory, correct? Yes. What next? Other term I am just keeping as it is in place of this guy, correct? In place of this guy, since this integration exists, so can I say that this will be मेरा actual area under the curve will be in between this, मतलब at the place of this I am going to write it c to d and f of xy dy, and other thing will be as it is. ये I hope you can understand that summation of capital Mij रहेगा and this will be less than capital M into d minus c. Yes, is it clear everyone? Since this integration exists, पहले तो मैं just in general ही जा रहा था. This will be your in general thing. This is what is this? Can you see that? Function multiplied by yj minus 1 summation. So your, if your actual area integration c to d exists, then that area will be inside this only. Try to see this relation. Where what is your x? Where the condition was x is fixed point. Yes, in this interval your x is fixed point, so let us use this guy. Let us define a function. Let us say g of x. Let g of x equal to this integration c to d f of x comma y dy, correct? This is your function, and from this can you see that this g of x is bounded? Yes, can you see that? Hello, this is your g of x. It is bounded below by m into d minus c, and it is bounded above by capital M into d minus c. So this your g of x is bounded, and also and now let me do it for u part, then we will go for L. So let me consider this part only from here to here. Later on we will do for this. It is right part, right hand side part. And also we know that g of x, this is less than equal to summation j equal to 1 to t capital Mij, and that is yj minus 1. Is it okay? For x belong to x I minus 1 to xi. Correct? Is it okay? Just I am considering these two terms, ये और ये inequality. Yes. So this is what I am having, gx, this is less than equal to this term. What next? Yes. Is this relation true for any I? See your x, मेरा क्या था xi minus 1 to xi के बीच में कोई भी वैल्यू है, करेक्ट? कैन आई सी दैट दिस इज ट्रू फॉर एनी आई? एनी आई इक्वल टू 1 2 अप टू n. फिक्स मतलब क्या? अगर मैंने 2 के लिए लिखा तभी भी यही रिलेशन आएगा क्या? बिकॉज x बिलोंग टू xi minus 1 to xi. यस, इफ इट इज ट्रू फॉर एनी आई तो मैं यही कितने बार लिखूंगा? आई राइट इट n टाइम्स. फर्स्ट I equal to 1 के लिए, then your x will be belonging to x0 to x1, then next it will be x1 to x2, x3 to x4, x4 to x5. करेक्ट है? यस. और हाँ, ओके, नेक्स्ट स्टेप what will I do? Just multiply with g of x, multiply with xi minus 1, and that is less than equal to summation j equal to 1 to t. Here also that is mij, right, is xi to xi minus 1. Okay, just I am multiplying with this, and since this relation is true for all n or I belong to 1 to n, I am going to add it. I am going to take the summation in that. Means I am going to add this thing. Actually, I should write it here. This this relation, not that one. This is actually true because in this term there is I. Okay. So if I add everything, what will I get? If I add means what? If I take the summation I equal to 1 to it was n1, no? For I we are having, and this is n2. What is that? Okay. So if I take I equal to 1 to n1, and this is g of x into xi minus 1, that is less than equal to, ये क्या आएगा? डबल समेशन आएगा. I equal to 1 to n1 and j equal to 1 to n2. Capital Mij xi minus 1 into, I think yj was already there, no? Yeah, into yj minus 1. That will be there only. Okay. So if you're not understanding, let me go back and let me just revise it once again. Is it okay? So that we should be in track only. So अभी तक कुछ नहीं किया, यहाँ तक रिलेशन था. Then we saw that this integration exists, मतलब जो मेरा actual area आएगा that will be lying inside this only. Now we see that this function is bounded by this and this. Correct? So I am assuming this as g of x equal to this. So g of x is bounded. So now I am using this term only. G of x is less than equal to summation m into yj minus 1. Correct? G equal to 1 to n2 for x belong to xi minus 1 to xi. Now if I multiply xi minus 1 to xi minus 1 both the side, we see that this is true for all I equal to 1 2 3 n. Is it? Then what? Let us add all. If I add all the thing, I am getting this term. Now can you see that what is this guy? Just try to remember this. What is this? What is that term? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you tell me what is this term? Capital Mij xi minus xi1 yg minus y. That is your UPF. Do you see that? this term. So till now what do we prove? We just prove that summation of g of x into what is that, xi minus xi minus 1, xi minus xi minus 1, that is less than equal to upf. Yes, where I equal to 1 to n1. This is what your first relation. Okay, so now we want to introduce that partition for this. Why? Where is that? Hmm. Yeah, this is okay. Now let us see next. Market equation 1. One. Okay. Now let us define new term. Let mi define करता हूँ मैं and capital Mi define करता हूँ, because we want to use the relation of integration of g of x. So small mi को मैं define करता हूँ, that is, yes, glb of g of x, in which interval x belong to xi minus 1 to xi. Okay, and what will be my capital Mi? That will be supremum of x belong to xi minus 1 to xi. See, these all thing depends on xi only. Yeah, maybe I should put lub here if I am using that lub. Okay, so we are considering two terms. Let small mi equal to glb of g of x and capital Mi will be glb of f of x. Is it okay? Now since we know that function g of x is integrable, correct? So can I say that, what do you mean by integrable? Can I say this summation I equal to 1 to n1 small mi xi minus xi minus 1 is less than equal to summation I equal to 1 to n g of x into xi minus xi minus 1, that is less than equal to your summation I equal to 1 to n capital Mi, this is capital M I xi minus xi minus 1. Is it true? See, इधर मैं क्या यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ g is integrable. Sorry, g is integrable. So g is integrable means what? This is your LPF, LP1 बोलूँगा actually. This is on only on xi. Yes, x पे x का पार्टीशन क्या है? स्टार्टिंग में देखो, व्हाट इज़ द पार्टीशन फॉर x, उसको मैंने P1 बोला है शायद. You see that? This is your P1. This is your P2. So I want to use it over P1. And g is a function of only x. Is it clear? Yeah. Now what is this? Summation of gx क्या रहेगा ये? What is this? Yes. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see that this is actually LP1 comma g, and that is less than summation g of x into xi minus xi minus 1, and that is less than equal to, what is this, L P1, sorry, U, no, this will be U P1. Yes, correct. U P1 of G. Can you see that? P1 ही क्यों लिया मैंने, क्योंकि here this was only over xi and G is your function of x here also. Yes, it is clear. This is N1. and 1. This is I equal to 1, 2 and 1. Okay. Yes. And what is your UPF? We just need to have a relation between them. What will be the relation between them? We want to have relation between UP1G and UPF. See, what was your UPF in the starting? UPF is, see ये UPF क्या होता है? Upper sum ना, where it is over capital Mij, where what is capital Mij, that is LUB of function in that interval. Yes, but इधर मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? LUB of gx ले रहा हूँ सिर्फ. So in short, claim is this. Let me write it here. UP1G is this less than UPG? UPF. That is what my claim is. Do you see that? This is UPF and UP1G is this is. Can we prove that? Our शायद प्रूफ कर ही लिया है, just we need to see properly. Yes, just write the thing. What is your UP1G and what is your UPF? You will get to know. See, what is your UP1G? Look at this. What is your UP1G? This is your UP1G. And what is your UPF? Your UPF is this. Double summation over Mij xi minus 1 yj minus 1. Yes. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? आवाज आ रही क्या? हेलो. Okay. So if you try to see graphically, your g of x क्या था? एक fixed value पे था. Fixed value पे with respect to dy था. ये solve करने पे g of x आएगा. And उसी को मैंने consider कर लिया. And what I got this relation. Summation of I equal to gx xi minus 1. Do you see that? And that is less than UPF. And इधर क्या मिला? That is less than UP1G. What is your P1G? Over P1 means over this integral, and this is Mi. You just need to tell me the relation between this Mi and what is that capital Mij. Capital Mij. Because if you say this is true, then we are done actually. Why? Why are we done? If we say this is true, then similarly, the thing is only this part. If you do that, then similarly we can say that for LPG